Revolear has just taken the notion of a digital deal room up about 5 levels, and I'm excited to show you what it all means. So we're starting here in Revolear with our workbench view. So this is the view the sales rep uses to build the pricing and the terms associated with their deal. But for today's demonstration, we're going to turn over to the next step, which is how to share that with the customer. So we click on the deal room tab, and the system gives us automatically the initial page of the deal room based on the template that the administrator has prepared. So this looks pretty good right out of the box. We've got some basic marketing copy. We've got a link to a data sheet. We've got a simple title with our customer's name, Aurora Technologies, built right in. And importantly, we haven't had to transfer over any of the content from our deal because that's all available right here. And then we've also got things like customer success stories based on some rules in the model that gets put in here, and some static information about our company. But let me show you how we can take this page and the rest of the deal room up about 5 levels to get a feel for how this can really work. So let's start up here at the top. We've got kind of a okay section on kind of a stock section. Let's say we want to get rid of that, so we can delete it. We can grab a new section, and we can add an image to that to customize this to our customer. So we can grab, let's say, a customer's logo off our hard drive here. There we go. That's a little bit better. We can also drag and drop in a custom video. So let's say we've got a component, whether it's a video walkthrough, whether it's a YouTube video or a Vimeo video, something off Google Drive, for instance, like a slide deck. We can drop a full component in there to make the presentation a little bit more interactive. As we scroll down, we can also review the specific terms that are included. So let's say there's additional commercial terms, part of the deal terms and clauses that we think really need to be a part of this deal. We can scroll down, we can take a look at what's included and what's not. And let's say we wanted to add a little bit on the fees that are due. We can drag and drop this requirement right in here. And now we've got our standard payment clause that we want to highlight as part of the terms. So anything that's included in the deal is in blue. Anything that's not included that we can add in is in white. So super easy to do that. And then importantly, we can also take some static content. We've got a library of information down here at the bottom. And in that library, there's additional customer stories and additional information that we can include. And so let's say I wanted to drag in this story with Broadmoor and Fitch. That's a new story that we can add into the mix. Now, where this gets really exciting, though, is with our proposal copilot. So this is our use of generative AI to basically fine-tune the proposal. So we're going to scroll back up here to this initial paragraph, and we're going to see this little AI logo here. And we can fold this down and really go to town with a cool AI-generated proposal without a lot of work. So I can select the business writing style. In this case, I want to incorporate this into a business proposal. I can also do things like term sheets or contract clauses. And I have a prompt box here. I could start from scratch and write my own prompt. But what gets a little easier for the sales representative is to use some of the pre-canned prompts that their administrator has created for them. So for instance, if one of their pain points is slow approvals and a poor approval experience for the rep, they can highlight those here. And the benefits that they want to highlight are better job satisfaction for the reps. That's the key thing they want to do, and a little better customer experience for their customers. So we can close that. We can hit the magic generate button. ChatGPT, which is our backend source, is going to go to work here. And it's going to actually take a little bit more detail than just these simple phrases. There's actually a longer prompt that the administrator has entered for all these things. And we also pass in basically the name of the company, the name of our customer. So we see here that this is customized to Aurora Technology, and from us at Connex, that's the fictitious name of our customer here. And it basically writes a custom proposal section just for this customer. So now we've got something that's specific. It sounds like we're really smart. We wrote something cool for the customer. We got their logo, got a special demo that we've got embedded in. Now we can actually add a few more pages to our deal room. So for instance, let's say that on the customer side, they really want to understand our security and our architecture technology. So we can add that page to our deal room. You see here, it's basically all pre-baked from our administrator with our architecture diagram, compliance information, and more. And if we're at the stage of the deal where it's important, we could even add in an order form. So you could have actually something that's directly signable. We see here we need to add a signatory. So we could pick out who the signatory is that needs to sign this thing, and we can set that there. And then when all this is done, we've got our proposal, we've got our security and architecture, and we've got our order form. We can go up here to publish. We can select which of those pages we're ready to make available to the customer. Let's include our MSA, for instance. We can click to the next tab to see who we want to invite. And then we can send out that invitation to the customer. So the customer will receive a branded invitation with a big box to click to basically access this deal room. And we'll show you what it'll look like from their perspective. Here's the experience as the customer would see it. We've got a branded experience. This is Connex, our fictitious brand. We've got all the tabs for those documents we shared, including the proposal, the security and architecture tab, the order form, and master agreement. You'll see we've got that special paragraph that we wrote with ChatGPT for the customer, our cool interactive demo, all of our terms, including the term we added for fees, the additional customer stories we wrote, as well as information about our company. And the customer can easily kind of click between these tabs. And if they are authorized to sign, they will even have access to sign now directly within the digital deal room. So thanks for learning a little bit more about what we do at Revolear and how we've reinvented the notion of a digital sales room. And we hope that you come check it out.